A patient is waiting for a new heart. Time remaining? 3 months. The transplant waiting list? Over 100,000 people. Every day, 17 people die because they can't get organs in time. But in Japan, scientists just did something no one dared to imagine. They injected human cells into pig embryos, creating pigs that carry human organs inside their bodies. And this is actually happening. March 2019, the Japanese government officially approved human-animal chimera research. What is a chimera? In Greek mythology, a chimera is a creature mixed from a lion, a goat, and a serpent. In modern science, a chimera is an organism carrying cells from 2 different species. Professor Hiromitsu Nakauchi from the University of Tokyo is the pioneer. He has been researching this technique for 20 years. The goal? Create pigs with human pancreases, human livers, even human hearts. Sounds crazy, right? But the science behind it is completely sound. To understand how it works, imagine you're building a house. You have the blueprint, you have the materials, but you're missing one important room. The solution? You leave that spot empty. Then you attach a room from another house. Science does the same thing, but with living organisms. First, scientists create defective pig embryos. They cannot produce their own pancreas, or liver, or heart. Next, they inject human stem cells into that embryo. These cells have one mission: fill the gap. As the pig develops, the human cells develop too. They create complete organs, made of human cells, but inside a pig's body. The result? A pig with a human pancreas, fully compatible with the human immune system. Sounds like medical magic, right? But here's the complicated part. The first problem: control. When you inject human cells into a pig embryo, you can't be certain where they'll go. What happens if the human cells don't just create a pancreas, but also spread to the brain? In 2020, a study from the Salk Institute in California discovered something concerning. When they injected human cells into monkey embryos, some cells migrated to the brain. The question is, if a pig has a brain containing human cells, could it become smarter? Could it have human-like consciousness? Professor Nakauchi says he has controlled this problem. Human cells only go where needed, only create the target organ. But not everyone is convinced. Dr. Tetsuya Ishii from Hokkaido University warns, even if we can control it in the lab, what happens when these chimeras reproduce? If a chimera pig mates with a normal pig, what about the next generation? Could they carry even more human genes? This is why Japan's laws are very strict. Chimeras can only be kept for a maximum of 420 days. After that, they must be destroyed. No reproduction allowed, no release into nature. But regulations are one thing, reality is another. Back to the original problem, the transplant crisis. The transplant crisis is happening globally. In the United States alone, over 100,000 people are waiting for transplants. Every 9 minutes, another person is added to the waiting list. And every day, about 13 to 17 people die because they can't get organs in time. The numbers in developing countries? Even higher. Can human pig chimeras solve this problem? In theory, yes. A pig's pregnancy takes 4 months, much faster than waiting for organ donors. And more importantly, organs from chimeras would be compatible with patients because they're created from the patient's own stem cells. No more rejection problems, no more lifelong immunosuppressant drugs. But there's a bigger ethical question. Is it right to create an organism just to harvest its organs? Professor Julian Savulescu from Oxford University says, if we accept killing pigs for meat, why not accept using them to save human lives? But Japan's Medical Ethics Council disagrees. The difference is meat pigs are normal pigs, but chimeras, they carry part of a human being. So where is the line between animal and part human? If a pig has a human heart, is it part human? What if it has a human liver, human pancreas, Or does it need a human brain to be considered part human? No one has a clear answer. And here's the most interesting part. While Japan is testing human-pig chimeras, other research has gone even further. In 2021, an international research team announced a breakthrough. They created human-monkey chimera embryos and cultured them for 20 days. Why monkeys? Because monkeys are biologically closer to humans than pigs. Organs from monkeys transplant more easily. Success rates are higher. But this is also what worries many scientists. Monkeys have high intelligence complex emotions. If we inject human cells into monkey brains, are we creating a new species? A species between human and animal? Professor Nakauchi affirms he would never do that. But do all other scientists think the same way? Currently, chimera technology is still in the experimental stage. No cases of transplanting organs from chimeras to humans yet. But progress is very fast. According to Japan's plan, they will perfect the technique within 5 years. And if successful, this will be the biggest turning point in transplant medicine history. Millions of people will be saved. The transplant crisis will become history. But in return, we'll have to accept a new reality. The line between human and animal is no longer as clear as before. So the question for us is, if one day your loved one needs an emergency heart transplant, and the only option is a heart from a chimera pig, would you accept it? Or is the ethical line more important than life itself? This is not an easy question, and every day science pushes us closer to that choice.